Hello. So in today's session, we will continue explaining in chapter 15, section 2, climate. Now we reached the angle of the sun's ray helped determining the area's climate. We learned about the climates, the polar climate, the temperate climate, and the tropical climate. And we explained how the sun influences the climates. And if you remember, I showed you the video that Earth's tilt on its axis plays a very important role in seasonal change, the seasons. The solar heating causes movement in both water and air, wind, ocean currents. Now, the Earth is tilted on its axis, if you remember, okay? We saw the video. This tilt causes a seasonal change. The seasonal changes, the autumn, winter, spring, summer. Now, the solar heating causes movement in water and air. The wind you are seeing is because of the solar rays. The ocean currents because of the sun influence the winds and the ocean currents. Now, Earth's rotation also has effects on the wind and currents. Also, the rotational movement of our planet, the rotational movement, because the Earth moves around itself and the moon moves around the Earth and the both moves around the sun. Now, other than the sun influences the climate. Now, the land masses also influence the climate. Land masses shape inland climates. How? Larger changes in temperature. For example, the more inward you go, far from the oceans and the seas, you'll find that temperature will rise if it's a desert, but if it's a mountain, the temperature will drop. So the land masses, whether it be mountains or deserts, influence the climate also. Less precipitation, because the more desert the land mass is, the less precipitation. Precipitation here means rain. Ocean shape, coastal climates. I will explain this. So the smaller changes in temperature, how this happen. So the oceans shape the coastal climate. Like the coastal climate in countries on the that has coasts on the Atlantic Ocean different from the Indian Ocean because of the currents. Okay, the temperatures changes. For example, if you are living in a coastal city on the Mediterranean Sea, it's rarely to snow, rarely. While if you are living in a city like in New York, it's on the ocean, right? It's on the ocean, but it snows there like all along the winter. During all the winter, it keeps snowing. Now, high humidity. Humidity changes from coastal city to coastal city. More precipitation. Like some coastal cities, you'll find high ratio of precipitation, and other coastal cities you will find less precipitation. This is a coastal city. This is what a coastal land. This is when we say coastal, means on the sea or the ocean. Now, mountains also have an effect on climate because precipitation occurs on the side of the mountain facing the wind. On the downwind side, drier and cooler air produce a rainbow. A rain shadow is an area of decreased precipitation. So I read I was reading the first, then I will explain to you. So, this is a mountain. This is the eastern slope, and this is the western slope. You will notice that precipitation here occurred on the side of the mountain facing the wind, because this side is facing the wind. So, the other side is drier, and cooler air produce a rainbow. You will find here a rainbow. Not in this picture, but you will find it regularly, normally, usually you'll find on this part of the slope, the rainbow. A rain shadow is an area of decreased precipitation. This is an air shadow. Okay, so on the part that is facing the wind, you'll find higher precipitation ratio. The other slope that is not facing the wind, lower precipitation rate and drier climate here. Okay, so many organisms survive in a specific climate due to their adaptations, like this cutie pie. This frog is a mud frog. A mud frog only lives in mud and can survive in mud. So, every specific climate has its specific species that will survive in. Okay, so let's continue. Chapter 15, Section 3, Biomes. So, biomes are land-based global communities of organisms. If you remember, we already gave this definition. So the biome, 6 major biomes. The biome, if you remember, it's all the biotic and abiotic factors combined. So it's us and the water and the area we are living in. Biome is a major community of organisms. Good. So we have 6 major biomes and non-biome areas. Like this, we have tropical rainforests, light green, like here in Brazil, parts of Argentina. Okay? We have here rainforests in Middle Western Africa. We have rainforests in India, Vietnam, Korea. Okay? We have grasslands like the savanna in Africa, some parts of Argentina, Brazil, some parts of United States and southern Canada, okay, Russia through Asia. We have deserts in Australia, in Northern Africa, some parts of United States and Mexico, some parts of Asia. Temperate forests, lighter green. Temperate forests you'll find in Europe and Europe-like climate. Taiga. I will explain the taiga later. And we have tundra. You'll find it in cold areas. Non-biomes areas, mountain zones, and polar ice. Now, tropical rainforest biomes produce lush forests. So again, tropical rainforests, lush forests. You're thinking about Amazon right now. Now, warm temperature, abundant precipitation all year long. I'll leave you looking at the picture for 5 seconds. As you will notice here, the Amazon forest is a perfect example of the tropical forests. Exotic creatures lives here. It's a warm temperature all year long. So it's it's a very suitable conditions for many species to thrive, to live. Abundant precipitation all year, so no shortage in water here. Now, the next one. Grassland biomes are where the primary plant life is grass. Let's take a look. The grassland, temperate grasslands are dry and warm during the summer. Most precipitation falls as snow. Okay, like the grasslands in near the Rocky Mountains. Tropical grasslands are warm through the year with definite dry and rainy seasons. So dry and rainy seasons. So again, here in the tropical temperate grasslands, like the grasslands near the Rocky Mountain, while tropical grasslands, you'll find it like the in Africa, near the savannas, where you can find natural lions, for example. Now, desert biomes are characterized by a very arid climate. Arid climate means very dry. It's very low amount of precipitation. 4 types: hot, semi-arid, coastal, and cold. So deserts can be cold deserts, by the way. And most creatures you'll find cold-blooded creatures like or some species of crustaceans like scorpions. You'll find cold-blooded like reptiles like this cutie pie here, and very few plants, almost close to no plants at all. Now, temperate forest biomes include deciduous forests and rainforests. Temperate deciduous forests have hot summers and cold winters, actually very cold winters. Deciduous trees are the dominant plant species. The most plants are deciduous trees. Let's take a look at these deciduous trees. So, the temperate deciduous forests have hot summers and cold winters again. These are the guys, think about the major forests. The major forests, these trees classified as deciduous trees, okay, deciduous forests. So, the temperate rainforests have a long wet season and relatively dry summer. So the temperate rainforests have a very long wet season and relatively dry summer. So this is temperate rainforests. Wet season, relatively dry summer. So it's almost all year long wet, or most of the year. Ferns and moss cover the forest floor, of course, because of the humidity, because it's almost wet all year long. So, the taiga biome is located in cooler northern climates. This is boreal forests, long winters and short summers, small amount of precipitation. So when you say taiga, you're thinking about northern Europe or northern Canada or the Urals in Russia. These forests are taiga biome because it's boreal forest, like virgin forests, long winters, very short summers, small amount of precipitation, but it's very cold. The tundra biome is found in the far northern latitudes with long winters. Winters last 10 months. Limited precipitation. Permafrost. What the meaning of permafrost? You find like it's primal, kind of like it's the beginning of life on Earth. This is how life started on Earth. Okay. No, so I will stop here today at the tundra I hope you understood this session. We'll continue next session. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.